And so, whatever on it.
Yeah.
And so I think in a lot of ways, he's made himself even more.
They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers. Well, Madison actually called Janelle saying Dad said he didn't love you. I know, but couldn't. You reach out to her every time I talk to her. She spreads gossip about me to the rest of the family. I never said that I didn't love Janelle. On the contrary, I actually said that I loved Janelle. This is some rumor that was created in the family that just. So Division Our Family was killed by Music Mike Kelty's baby shower gossip. The divorce has put me in. I'll be honest, a pretty dark place. I've spent a lot of time hearing Christina and Janelle berate me in ways that have challenged my resolve for sort of love of myself. For years, they were seeing my praises, and now they're sort of loathing me. If they're trashing me to the public, I can't imagine what they're saying to my children. So it makes me very uncomfortable. I hear Cody grumble about he thinks that I've pitted his kids against him, and it's just not true. I'm going to do everything that I can to have them have a good relationship with him. I know Cody's convinced that their mom is saying stuff to them. I know. The rules I've gone through my own divorce, and I would never, ever, ever badmouth their mother to them ever. I'm sitting here almost manic, with this broken heart, and my happy facade going into this party, excited about Tony McKell and the babies, while my heart is breaking. I mean, in the end, just Cody and Robin and being in their space is just going to happen sometimes, and for sure Robin's going to be at the birth of the twins too. And this is just what it is. We're just going to be in the same music space. Just the failure of the experience, that was everything. All my goals now, failures happen, and I'm going to grow up, and I'm going to put on my big boy panties, and I'm going to get through this, that I am, But it was like the dream of Camelot. It's like we had this dream, and, Whisper might have blown it away, but we strengthened, we got strong. And then it just felt, and it's very sad to me. The family reunites at a wedding. To go to a wedding, and they don't want to have anything to do with the fact that we're public. So we're just going to have a good time there. The bride and groom, last time I talked to the bride, they've been told that Cody wasn't going to go. Same thing with Robin. I don't know if she's even going to go. I think the goal is to just be friendly. Not friends, but friendly. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous just to have us all together. I spoke with the bride and groom at one point and said, I think maybe I better not. The reason I suggested I shouldn't go is just the hate that I'm getting from family members, mostly just all the talk from Christine and Janelle. We're all culpable in music. I am nervous about the initial interaction. And then after that, I don't care because I can ignore everybody after that. Yeah, between me and Christine, it's just hostile. So you can hear the H, the hubbub. I don't know why I'm nervous. I have music butterflies. So I'm home from the event, and we didn't really talk to each other, Cody, Robin. I nodded at Mary Christine, and I sat together with the kids. Cody and Robin sat elsewhere. I waved at Mary. We talked to Mary. We didn't really talk, but saw her. It's just so weird. Being at the wedding was a little bit awkward, just because there are some people in the family that don't really want to interact with me. I'm kind of in the middle of this breakup. It's just kind of weird, you know what I mean? But then at the same time, there's definitely people who are okay with me being in their presence, and those are the people that I hang out with, you know what I mean? Cody did kind of at least say hi to me a couple times in passing, and it's just so weird. I'm not quite sure, I'm happy. It's obviously over, which is so weird after 30 years or whatever, and we both have said mean things about each other, but, or whatever. Trying to justify our case, but justify the case for why we feel the way we do. Robin and I were put over kind of in a corner, probably for our safety. We were kept just in the back, and Robin saying this is just not right, that this family isn't together, that we're not one family. Some of the family came up and gave me a hug, and I just embraced them back. And I got I love you from Gabe, and I told him I loved him back. I saw Janelle, and I didn't want to talk to her. It was hard. It was hard. I was, whether I'm right or wrong, it just still feels just deep, deep wounds of betrayal for me. There were so many members that was just like, hi, I love you, and let's get away from each other. I just inserted myself as best as I could into the fun.
And the person that you chose to be with was Robin. And I think that I just have to respect.
It awkward enough. It's just weird. It was so weird to be at this event and to act like we didn't even know each other or were acquaintances. I saw Christine there as well, but I didn't talk to her. I did feel like some people were trying to look like they were having more fun than me. I mean, this is how childish this whole divorce has been, such a teenage drama. I don't like you any more than you like me. You know, it's civil war. Total. Civil war. I felt like there could have been more positive and interactions there that weren't there. It's over. It's bittersweet. It kind of hurts, kind of bugs me, but I wouldn't change the trajectory of where I'm going. I guess it's going to take me a couple days, I think, to process it, and I'm glad that these events won't be all the time. Overall, the whole wedding was just sad for me. We used to go places as a family, and now it's like those who were my partners are now almost like enemies. It's awkward. I don't know what the solution is. Separations are harder than I thought. Divorces are harder than Music, my Keltie gives birth to twins. Thought Mikkel and Robin had a really, really special experience together. And what that did is that special experience between Mikkel and Robin actually improved the relationship that Christine and I had with Mikkel. Kidding, when Robin first joined the family, I was trying to figure out who I was. And she made me feel special, and she made me feel music seeing Robin was there. For me, when I needed somebody, she was there for me. When I needed somebody to hear me, to love me, Robin gave me a chance to be heard. I don't think I remember when Mikkel told me that Robin would be there. I just always knew Robin would be there. I don't know what there will be for us to do, except to wait in the waiting room together. There's a lot of pain there. I can't predict somebody else's choices or actions, but for me, my plan is to play nice. I'm ready to give birth. I'm feeling good. I feel like I didn't sleep at all last night. Anticipation the next day, just sleep's not going to music happen. They came in, they kind of prepped. Mel talked to her, and then they put Tony in this looked like a beekeeper suit from head to toe. Tony's nervous. He's really nervous. They put him in a suit, we gave Mel our hugs and kisses and told her we loved her, and she was welled away. It's hard. It's really hard emotionally to have your kids have any kind of procedure like that. It was really difficult the entire pregnancy. My heart rate never spiked. I never had issues with blood pressure at all. But as soon as I was in there getting the numbing for the epidural and then getting the epidural, my heart rate started spiking and my blood pressure started going up, and I started to go into a panic. The doctors and the nurses in the room were like, something's going on, what's wrong? My body was shaking just because I was just anxiety. There's the only solution is get me my music husband as soon as Tony entered the room, so he was finally able to come in. And immediately I started to calm down. I started to feel better because I had him there. You just trust in these doctors so much that everything's going to be okay. I was really glad Aspam was there and Robin was there in the room too. So the three of us just sat and waited for it to be music done. It's just surprising, a little scary what it takes to get those babies out of her. I was really happy I could be there during the operation because I know it means the world to her, and I want to be there. Seeing everything really cool, being there for my wife, super, super important. Having kids come back, best part. When I have Archer in my arms, I just instantly start calming down and everything's fine. And then Ace comes out, they wrap him up a little bit, and then they bring him over in my other arm and able to hold him. And at that point, I'm like, this is great. I'm happy. This is awesome. Yes, you hear the voices of my moms and Aspen in the other room. It was just like this, an incredible experience I had. My boys, they were safe, they were here, they were healthy, and it was just this overjoy experience. Of everything's fine, Robin and Christine are together. I don't know how much they're interacting. I don't know what the experience would be like. They're not here for each other. They're not here for anybody else. They're here for me. So it's very honoring, humbling, and super special because this is one of the most incredible and memorable moments of my life. And to be able to share it with my moms, I think is really important to me. I was handed Archer first, and it was just love at first sight. At the same time, Christine was holding Ace. And so it was kind of like we were, we're just holding our grandbabies together. I just wish it was under different circumstances as far as Christy, I are concerned. And it was kind of sweet, because for a moment I could just forget all that. I'm tired of being Robin Pushes. Cody angry, I know I'm tired of it too. It's hard. I'm tired of feeling betrayed. What has happened is in the divorce. In the divorce is the ugly finger of blame has come out. Dad, you were never at my house. I'm sorry I had 4 wives. I was at your house though because the other wife was complaining that I was at your house. I just don't understand why you're not like just talking to the kids as much as you can. I just don't know why you're not reaching out to them. More, this has been going on for so long. They're trash talking. Well, they're hurting Robin. You saw how they were at the wedding. I recently went to a family wedding. The whole family was there. There was so much animosity from some of my family. There's a couple of my kids wouldn't engage me at the wedding. Some of them wouldn't even talk to me, but some of the kids have flat out rejected me. You saw Madison take her kids and scuttle them away from me. Yeah, I saw she never told me she was pregnant. She never told me she was going to have a baby. The only thing the kids are upset with him is the way he has treated his family, the way he has completely ditched out, and really Maddie doesn't have any contact. With him, she is very protective of her children. Cody has not been there since Evie was born, and Eve's 3.5, and she didn't want him to just drop in and be like, oh, I'm your grandpa, and then be like, what? Who is this guy? You? Know what I mean? It's unrealistic expectation for grandparents to be in their grandchildren's lives all the time, especially if you move your children to an entirely different coast. I have work and a life in Flagstaff. They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers. Well, Madison actually called Janelle saying, Dad said he didn't love you. I know, but couldn't you reach out to her every time I talk to her? She spreads gossip about me to the rest of the family. I never said that I didn't love Janelle. On the contrary, I actually said that I love Janelle. This is some rumor that was created in the family that so division, our family was killed by gossip. I'm just having such a hard time with this. Well, I will work, I will reach out to, I will love those children who will allow me to do it. And in time, maybe the rest of them will come back around. You know that my biological father did not, do what he was supposed to as far as a dad is concerned. Yeah, but I've not been doing that when I was little. My parents got a divorce, he lived with one wife in another city, and then my mom lived alone. I remember confronting my biological father saying what happened. Why all he really did was just make a bunch of lame excuses as to why he wasn't there for me when I was young. And it just sucked to Cody. I'm like, hey, listen, you don't want to be this guy. I know you're hurting, but you don't want to be thisy guy, but don't. I'm struggling. I text one of my kids and they send back notes saying you're a piece of trash. I would never speak to you again anyway. I'm not trying to do anything, have a relationship long enough, and I'm not going to do it with a rejection every single time. I'm not abandoning my children. They have betrayed me inadvertently maybe, but they're kids and they're trying. No, they're adults. They're your kids though. They're still young, but they have animosity. I do not want to talk to a person who sits there with Anim with so much contempt. They need you. They can have me. They just don't need to treat me like crap to get me. They are purposively leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. Oh, I'm having a hard time not feeling losing respect for you a little bit. It's just, I'm trying to be careful, honest. But Robin, did I do you know of something I did wrong besides not falling madly in love with their mothers? Well, okay, I'm sorry, but there's two sides to all of it. Okay, I know that you weren't perfect in those marriages. They weren't either. Okay, I'm not, but I'm not, I don't, let's go from there. But every one of those kids who has shut me out is blaming me for what happened, or you, or that's, which is a bunch of crap. I don't need to sit down with them and have to defend you. I just want to know you're trying. Okay, because this needs, these relationships do need to get mended. You know what, Robert, we've had such a struggle with this. I'd almost rather just take some time to get in a better place with you and me because I've been in this place for a very, very long time. And it's hurt us more than it's hurt them. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. It's good to hear. Well, I'm mad as hell. And I'm not meaning for it to come out on you. My heart is broken. Well, I'm sitting here with the person that I love the most in the world and my heart's still broken. What do I do with that? And my heart's broken too. You react with this very special and sweet emotion that you have. I am angry. I'm angry out of my mind.